The winter work is usually, it's pretty consistent. I would say in terms of the work, it's usually aeration, maybe T complexes are changing. Bunker rebuilds is almost a certainty. We're planning to get at least 70 done across the three, and then there was bunkers that were kind of earmarked if we managed to complete these in time, and we still had time in the winter to go across and do the additional bunkers.
Doing shell was, I mean, it took us a couple of days to dig it out. Obviously quite a big bunker. So we dig it all out, sort of level the base, try and get a good sort of ground to be working with. That's the first thing you want to be doing, really. And then, yeah, the guys built it up to probably 6-7 feet tall, 3/4 of the way done. You leave it for a couple of months just to settle, and the turf will compress a little bit. You'll lose a bit of height there. And then you come back to it sort of a bit nicer weather towards when you're wanting it to reopen and finish it off, put a top on around the top of it, and just sort of change any contours around about it, whatever you want to do to make it look a bit more natural and like it's never been touched, I suppose.
So on the taper in the bunker, you get a bit, chop it in half and flatten it down. It kind of makes the bunker flow up, and then that's how you kind of get the curve.
We've been quite fortunate with the weather as well this year. Dug it out and everything's sort of going to plan so far anyway. So
there's several reasons for the gorse removal. To improve visibility for the players, to get rid of unsightly gorse, because old gorse can look rather tired, so it's to try and freshen it up and encourage new growth. And it also helps the play move along a bit faster if visibility is improved. Gorse removal can either be through our Avant grabber, so mechanical removal through the roots, or chainsaw right down to hand secateurs, so all tools, various sizes.
The 90 tee on the old is getting completely changed shape. We've taken out all of the irrigation heads, they're going to be replaced. We're also reshaping the back tees, bringing them down a bit closer and having it in line with the hole a little bit more as well, so that'll be getting returfed and restructured as well.
Also started on the 12th tee on the new course, sort of taking away the separate teeing areas, building it into more of a one tee with a few sort of raises between them, just to soften the mounds around about it, just to make it look a bit more natural. It's also been realigned to actually go down the 12th hole. It was originally pointing down the 8th, which isn't ideal, so just to realign that sort of area there and just make it look a bit more natural.
So it was a case of taking the turf off the top, taking the various layers out, moving things over, and then reinstating again, finishing up with a mix on the top that's suitable for the turf to go down on.
So the project we're doing at the minute, there's a few of us lifting and sort of raising a dip in the 4th fairway on the Jubilee, kind of just a collection area, just bowling it out a bit, just to soften some of the mounds around it, just to spread the wear a little bit better.
I think we're all on a tight time scale, but obviously weather dependent, so our jobs can change by the day. If we're rained off one job or frosted off another job, there's always a contingency, so we can carry out maintenance work. And usually by the end of the winter, so mid to late March, we're seeing the finishing line of most of the jobs that we've started.
Yeah, I mean, taking part in big projects is always really rewarding because you get to see at the end of the day, the progress you've made. Obviously for the golfers, they won't notice as much as we do, but maybe the kind of more, the closer golfers around here will see the changes happen and comment on what a difference it's made and things like that. So it is rewarding daily as well as long term when the season comes back in and we've got golfers from all over the world coming to see what it's like.
Yeah, the finishing touches will be like making sure the bunkers have got plenty of sand in them. We've got all our cutting frequencies are up, the heights are getting lower. Basically, it kind of always happens when the growth kicks in. But then you start to see the definition as the season kind of kicks on and people start to arrive. Basically, we're just trying to get the place looking as best as we possibly can for the golfers coming.
Obviously, playing off mats all winter, not too many divots out there, so you kind of give it a full divot, let the fairways everywhere recover fully.
It helps enormously because the grass is quite vulnerable during the winter months, so playing off mats really does preserve the course. And it also allows labour to be shifted onto activities that don't involve repairing the fairways, so we can get torn in and about the infrastructure of the course. I think the biggest compliment is if the golfers don't really notice.